Hey, it's Carmen, and this is 2 group readings. I'll try to explain what I'm doing. I already recorded some spiritual messages for a different set of readings, and I'll tell you a couple things I had to say there. One, I'm feeling a little rusty. I haven't been talking through my readings lately. I haven't been uploading. I'm kind of over that endeavor. I love reading tarot and I love cruising YouTube, but yeah, you all know how I feel. I don't need to make it a thing. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. I'm comfortable with that. And so yeah, but I am feeling a little rusty. You may know I spend a lot of time with a nonverbal child and a 4-year-old, so talking is always a challenge. And I'm a little sick right now. Thank you, 4-year-old. And okay, there are a couple of things I want to say. I'm only doing 2. I don't feel like I need to do 3. There are no rules. Speaking of rules, another thing that I'm doing with all of the readings this week is I have removed the court cards from the decks. And I talked a little bit about that in each of the other readings, but I'll tell you now, it's just a personal little thing I'm doing. I watch a lot of other readers and I just sort of feel like court cards are, from a time when divination, we were looking for, people coming in. We live in different times now, and I'm not saying those cards don't have meaning and purpose. They're huge. I have great connections with most of the court cards, but the thing is, I feel like for general readings, they're just a lot of times more kind of confusing and stereotyped, and I don't need it. I don't need it. So I'm doing them without them. I'm doing these without court cards in the deck. Yeah, that's that. And I watch a lot of readings, and they're using a ton of oracles and all kinds of shit, and I'm just like, whatever. I pushed myself. I set this up with just one from the Untamed Elemental deck. And then I just this right before I hit record, I wanted one more from the Alchemy deck, and it really just confirmed what I was already feeling. And I'm going to tell you about that so that you can choose your group. This is for people open to looking for new love coming in. It's about, there's so many people out there, and we're all just energetic beings kind of bouncing off of each other, and there's stuff around us at all times that we are not necessarily noticing or open to. And if you find yourself kind of wanting something to enter, something new, then maybe we could kind of see what's nearby. You can think about it a little more and ask your own guides to create an intersection, is what I like to say. It's amazing how that can happen. You'll cross paths with someone in the most random way, and it's like, that felt so destined that we crossed paths and that we ran into each other, and look where we are now. So I've got this first group, and the card, I was asking about the receptivity of the person who would be drawn to group 1, and I got Pegasus, and then I got Spring, and it just really is it's telling me this would be people who are, maybe have been a little more insecure, a little more timid about dating, but who are really hopeful and really feeling really ready, and feeling there's a real sweet energy here, like feeling very just ready, and there's there's a need here for these people, and you may recognize this in yourself, to just be a little more courageous in getting yourself out there, a little more outside of your comfort zone, if you will, when it comes to making yourself vulnerable. You know, dating is a bitch. So there's that. But the spring, when I saw that, is very promising. We're almost in spring, and also spring is when the blossoms come, you know, and everything that we've been through and been waiting for is finally here. Okay, so there's a real positive energy from jump, and that may feel like you. Over here we have the wolf, this wolf card, and then I got, of all things, silver, which to silver and wolf, I mean, I know it's from werewolf mythology, but I just put the silver is the moon and wolf is moon, and it's just crazy. Like, I think it's wild how different decks come together to support the energy, and kind of, it just is so affirming for me. So this group, I would say, is more a little more cynical, a little more hardened, very sort of wise from experience, maybe lately or considering sort of just giving up altogether. But the point is to not give up, and to really just remember who you are and what you have to offer, and to just keep trying, and to be persistent about that, and just have faith. So, and that changes, you know, you're no stranger to changes, and that changes are coming, I would say. And there's a lot of intuition here with Wolf and Silver, the moon. And I believe that you may have a feeling about someone. Maybe you have your eye on someone, maybe you have a crush on someone, maybe someone in passing that you've never really been involved with, but you kind of can feel it coming, you know? So I'll just tell you that's what I get for these two groups. And I apologize for all the rambling. I'm sure I left out a lot of stuff. I'm going to use my psychic clue cards a little bit, and that's it. Let's do this, all right? I'll see you at one of these readings. Hi to the first group with the Pegasus and Spring, using one of the most healing quartzes I have. It's very special. This deck I'm pretty sure it's a Latin pronunciation, so it's been a while, I may botch that, but it's Faeles Arcanae, I believe. And I didn't tell you all in the intro, I've been using this third eye chakra music. In the spirit messages reading I recorded, I linked it. Maybe I'll do that again. It's beautiful. They have this whole playlist of a 30-minute music video, you know, for each chakra, and I love it. And I use different ones for different things, and I've been using the third eye one when I'm reading, and I love it. It's this. I'm afraid to show too much or make it so you can hear it, because I don't want to get in trouble. I want to look at, let's just look a little bit more at your receptive energy right now. Emperor. Injustice. Okay. So yeah, it feels to me like you're feeling relatively strong, and this repeats ready to me. You know, ready for the right thing, ready for the truth, ready for what is karmically correct, you know, like if there's such a thing. You know, the fact that these are both majors coming out in your receptive energy right now alone tells me that, you know, I get the sense that you have basically gone through a purification and you are really fully ready to embark in a whole new story, you know, chapter, story. I see you managing your patience and having faith in the right thing coming. If that doesn't sound like you at all, I certainly hope you can move into this soon. It's a good place to be. It's very primed. Let me look at your recent past influence on where you are right now. Looks like you may have had to make some kind of decision, or didn't make the decision. We're faced with some sort of choice recently that has put you in this new space of being ready to welcome yes, Eight of Pentacles. Recent past, it feels like you've learned your lessons. You have put in the work. You're ready to excel. You're ready to step up. You're ready to do better, have better. And so that may have been a choice for you to enter this energy, and maybe leaving something behind, or maybe you haven't completely left it behind yet. Maybe you're hoping that something new will help you sort of like deliver the final cut, so to speak, on that, and just freshen up. But you do feel ready and pretty purified. So I just think there might be a couple different situations with that, with you know, lingering doubt, I would say, from past decisions. But certainly this Eight of Pentacles speaking about you really, you know, elevating, really putting in the effort and the time on yourself to get yourself into like a really ready position. Let me just ask, I'm stealing from Celtic Cross. Let me just kind of ask, what is influencing you right now that you're aware of? Oh my God. These are just, sorry. I don't really look at the cards when I'm doing that. I just kind of get sloppy. All right, let me see what an influence that you're aware of. This is all just sort of making sure you're in the right place. An influence you're aware of. Yes, Six of Swords. A real desire to move forward, to just to greet the future. This has Pegasus all over it. I can see you on the wings here, you know, just really just soaring and just ready to leave the past behind. Maybe there was a decision here to leave the past behind and invest in yourself and invest in your future. This reading does speak of future in such a way that, you know, the Six of Swords and the vibe I got here with the Eight of Pentacles, that it was like you were putting in the work, you know, to elevate yourself, which is, you know, to get yourself somewhere else other than where you are. And so is the Six of Swords. It's moving toward better days, happier times, more fitting circumstances. And then, I don't know, this Spring card and the Six of Swords similar as well to me, like just really looking forward to the new fruits, the new blossoms, the new flowers, the new blades of grass, like all the beauty, the splendor, you know, that comes from newness and freshness, and is very dewy, you know. So you're probably aware, and you'll know this is you or not, you're probably aware of a choice that you've made and that you've decided to invest in yourself, and that you had made a conscious effort or decision to move forward, you know, from, you know, whatever to better. You could be moving away from shittiness, or you could be just moving away from dullness or loneliness, you know, whatever it is, you're moving, you have your eyes on the future, and you're ready to, like I said, soar, the Pegasus here. Like it's very exciting. I have a lot of excitement feeling in my chest, like not in an anxious way, but in a like really anticipating way, like you just feel good, like something, you know, like you're gonna get something that you finally deserve because you are a good person. Tell me about, let's see, let me look at an unconscious influence that is affecting kind of where you are right now energetically, that you may not be aware of. You may. Two of Cups. So you may, you know, seems like something you would be aware of, but I feel that there's a real underlying drive and desire and motivation to find a very special bond, and you're really probably craving a deep connection, a soulful connection. And this may also indicate deep in your subconscious a sort of knowingness that this person is near, and a knowingness that this person is entering. I really feel that. I feel like you may be working on attraction strategies and manifestation. Like maybe you've been asking, and you know, maybe you've really humbled yourself and asked for meaningful love to come in. I want to look into a psychic clue card just about this, because it's subconscious. You know, it's a feeling beneath the surface, and it can be a craving, like I said, for the love and the connection, or it could be also just a knowingness I feel you may have. Tell me more about, I'm just going to take these up. Tell me more about this Two of Cups in the subconscious. What do we have going on here under the surface? So I have excitement. Yeah, like I said, I told you, I feel it's an anticipation. It's an excitement. And I feel that's why I said I think there may be a knowingness, like deep in your bones, like my time is coming. Like, you know, spring is coming, you know? Let me see if there's one more. This Two of Cups under the surface. Okay, I'm getting some months. I mean, I got the month of August, which may or may not mean anything to you. I feel it's sooner than August if you're getting this in February. Maybe August is significant to you, maybe your birthday, or when you actively started this process. Doesn't have to be anything at all, though, of course. And I got yoga, meditation, and relax, which really just makes me feel like you have been meditating on this. Like you do, you know, try to bring yourself into into oneness with your being and your purpose and your connections. All right, let's get into the good stuff. What is near? Show me the connection that is near. Show me the connection itself. Okay, we have a Four of Cups. A Nine of Swords. A lot of times with the Four of Cups, there's someone not really wanting what's on offer. You know, there's, with the Nine of Swords, I get the feeling, if I hadn't gotten the Nine of Swords, I have a whole other thing. Just based on this illustration, I want to show you this. It's quite different from a lot of Four of Cups I've seen. There's this cat, and then there's a little paw holding out a cup. It's like, hey, look, someone hidden, you know, someone hidden in making an offer of, look, you have these, but look, I have this one for you, you know. And I don't like to... Sometimes I see people get into the illustrations on cards and I'm like, oh my goodness. But then, you know, it is what it is. That's the vibe. But with the Nine of Swords, though, I will say, I do get the feeling there is someone, there may be someone around you that you really maybe are rejecting, or maybe someone you have rejected who is really not enjoying that, you know, so someone who's really having a hard time with that loss. I don't think, though, I mean, I get the feeling that this is someone you could have if you wanted, but you don't. This is a past person probably who you have just already been through it with, and you know it's not healthy. And you could, if you wanted to, go through a cycle, but you don't want to. Yeah, that's a Five of Wands. You're done with that. You're against that. You're not interested in going back to that, especially the Six of Swords. Like, you're moving away from that. So it's worth mentioning that that energy showed up for you. Like, somebody that you've released would be game, I imagine, and probably took you for granted and may want to go again, but I don't think you want to, and I don't think you probably should, because you seem to really be in a better place and working harder to get into a better place. And I'm not saying like people can't change, but you seem done. Yeah, you're in it for the, you have your eyes on the prize. This is the Ten of Pentacles. You have a whole vision, and I don't believe that that person, you know, is aligning with what your idea of what you want your life to look like is. And you finally reached a point where you're like, no, I gotta be true to my heart and my life, and you know, I don't want to waste any more time with someone who's, we're not going there. That's just what I'm getting. Okay, now can we please look at somebody else, somebody new and good, please? Maybe I need to be specific. Energy, not just energy near you, connection energy near you. Show me healthy, healthy connection energy near. We have a Six of Wands. So that would be someone that you admire and respect and you think is like worthy, and I imagine that's reciprocal, mutual respect. Energy, healthy energy near you. Oh, and a Six of Cups. You have two sixes here. That's just this Six of Wands and a Six of Cups. A lot of times the Six of Cups speaks of the past. You know, I'm not going to rule out the possibility that someone that you've known, but at any rate, it seems like this would be someone who makes you feel at home, someone who feels like, I dare say, you know, soulmate, like someone who you have a lot in common with, and you have probably either you're having a lot of respect and admiration for what they've been through in their history, or you've been through similar experiences, and you're very just sort of kindred in that way in your experiences. It's a really lovely feeling here. This feels like someone that you would feel proud of, and they would feel proud of you. Like really want to show you off, and you want to show them off, and you just feel matched. You feel well matched. Two of Pentacles. You have the ability with this person to make it work. You know, you have the ability to balance the you know, your schedules, your dreams, your hopes, your lives. Like, it feels to me like a good interplay, you know, between you, like balanced and equal, like a real equal. There's everything about this. A six and a six, Wands, Cups, Two of Pentacles, is just saying this is a very equal relationship, which just gives me the feeling as well that back here, whatever you came out of at some point, it was not equal. Maybe it was the amount of what one gave versus the other, or just how you generally, like I said, feel about moving through life. Like, just not the same. You just weren't on the same page. This is someone that you are highly compatible with. Let me see if I can look at this person more specifically, which will vary. We're pulling up different, you know, this is collective. This is a Three of Pentacles. And I'm not going to say you work together like some people would, although it is possible. I would just say, you know, the two to the three. This is someone that you absolutely can build with, someone that you can see yourself working well with to get to this 10. You know, there's a, with these are beautiful pentacles to have, 2, 3, and 10. Like, this is real. This is realistic. This is practically sound, you know? Someone that you feel, you know, you ever feel like if you're going on a trip, you're packing up the car and going away for the weekend with somebody, and it's just like equal, like it's like you both put in the same amount of like preparation. Maybe you take turns driving, or one person mans the music while the other person drives. Like, there's just a real feeling of going well together. It's just echoed again. So this person is someone who it just feels so natural. Eight of Swords showing up. That's not my favorite. Why is the Eight of Swords showing up? This person. The Lovers. So I feel like this person, the people for you all, I feel like this is someone who maybe when you meet or meet again or whatever that is, this is a person who really may have given up on finding someone a little bit, like a little more, you know, like you seem so ready to embrace, but this person with this Eight of Swords and to get the Lover with that, it's almost like they just don't, they may have lost faith, or they just may feel like it's never gonna happen. I just felt this feeling of them just being like, I cannot believe it's you. Like, I can't believe I found you. I think you're really gonna, like, in a way, sort of save this person from giving up on love. Yeah, death. A new beginning. This person is like, you're gonna change your presence and I don't know if that's in the camera. Your presence in this person's world, and your you know, this thing, you two coming together is transformative for them. It's like it's, you know, death in spring to me is, you know, spring. I don't want to talk about, well, you know, resurrection energy. That's what this feels like. Someone who basically was just feeling like it's never gonna happen. I'm just like, this person feels more kind of given up. Like in the intro, I was talking about the wolf group, who I haven't read yet, and I think this person's more like that, you know, like kind of like, this isn't gonna happen, but here you come. These are majors, you know. This person is getting the Lovers and death. It's new regeneration, resurrected, in new life, new love, new breath, new air into this sense of possibility that you can bring to this person. We have Judgment. And the Chariot. And I was asking about sort of how you'll know, you know, how you'll know when who this is. These are majors as well. There's a lot of major energy here. The Judgment is the the revelation, the decision, the knowledge, the knowingness, and it just really almost like repeated my question. It's like it's that decision and that knowingness to go for it. And which on one hand that tells me for some this may be a decision to see what's possible with someone that you actually have already known. Now, I feel like you have not been involved with this person. It's just someone you know. Could be someone you've worked with, could be someone that you've just been friends with, acquainted with, or whatever, a friend of a friend. But it's sort of a decision to go for it. It's got a little bit of crush energy. And then like Chariot is like, once it starts going, it's just gonna move. It's just gonna feel right. It's just gonna move. It's gonna feel balanced. It's gonna feel like the sky's the limit. There's a lot of what I feel here is that when you'll know who this person is, because you can't not know. These are majors. It's just gonna be very blatantly screaming obvious. How will this coming together look, or what's the energy of the coming together? Temperance, healing and balance. Look at all these majors. Lovers, death, judgment, chariot, temperance. I know there was some more. Wow. Oh yeah. Emperor and justice. How you started. There's so much major, which is just spring, It's just, wow. Okay. Your coming together is absolutely going to be calm, cool, collected, healing, balanced again. Energy balanced is a big deal here. And the magicians on the bottom, as if there aren't enough majors. I want to get into more psychic clue cards. Magician being at the bottom just really echoes my idea that you have been asking for this, asking whoever you pray to, speak to, align, spiritually with. Oh my goodness. Something you wrote. I'm just going to put these down. If it triggers a feeling in me, it does. If it triggers a feeling in you, fantastic. For me, I get the sense this just really repeats what I just said, that I feel like it's you, what I just said about this magician energy, like it's you making a request, putting in your request, you know what I mean? Like filling out the paperwork. And sorry, I gotta go back. Whoops. The music stopped. Have I been going? Oh, it was 30 minutes. Okay. All right. Clues about this connection, this person. Oh my gosh. Well, love. I know that. Yes. Absolutely. There's a reason you're excited. There's a reason you feel ready. Music. person. Oh, we got someone you haven't met. When I said this person and I got someone you haven't met, I have had a feeling that there is, for some, a connection, you know, like not a romantic past with this person, but maybe, I mean, it could be someone, it could be a barista at the coffee shop. Like, I don't know, like it just feels like someone you've kind of had some sort of acquaintance with, but that's not necessarily for everyone. And now to have this, when I ask about this person specifically, because this deck that I made is full of all kinds of things that wouldn't answer that question necessarily. So, you know, certainly a new person for some. Brand new, brand spanking new. Or someone you've seen but not talked to, and then there's that decision to say hi. Because I do feel, I told you in the very beginning in the intro that there was kind of a timid feeling, like a kind of like a little nervous about, like feeling really ready for love, but a little nervous about getting back out there and kind of needing to be courageous about that. And this could be as simple as, you know, having to strike up a conversation with someone you've not talked to before, but have an interest in. Could be this person. Success echoes yes. Also, success reminds me of that Six of Wands you had. Like, don't be afraid to put yourself out there. You've got all signs pointing to yes here. I want to ask about, yeah, just more about the whole situation. New moon intention just again echoes something you wrote, like you may have really put this in motion yourself, whether you wrote it or said it aloud or just thought it. It's something, it feels like something you have wanted to manifest and wanting to bring into your real life. Something you read, something you wrote, something you read. You may be holding on to some romantic ideas or some therapeutic ideas that you've read about healing, about manifesting, about love. Something that inspired you to know what it is that you want. Is what I'm feeling from that. And the fact that you have something you wrote and something you read, I feel like there's going to be at least, in some respect, messaging between you and this person. Maybe you've messaged before. Let go. I'm going to put that over here with this past. I think you already have. Yeah, we got a coworker, classmate, or peer. I think that is, you know, I felt two types of energies, and I think that that's fair in a collective. Like I said, I feel like for some, when this came up, someone you haven't met, I was a little like, oh, okay. But I definitely felt like a little vibe about someone that you have not like known intimately, but you've crossed paths. You've seen, you've laid eyes on this person, or you've come across their their energy in some way or another. You could have been in an online class together. You could be co-workers, but I don't like this. It's so literal for the Three of Pentacles to be co-workers, but you know, hey, it's possible. Does anybody have a job anymore? Just kidding. Ah, wow. Someone you know. So that's just confirmation. Someone you haven't met, someone you know. We've got two different types of energies here. So this is a collective. This is a group. So for some of you, and I know that doesn't narrow it down for you, you know, if you're like, well, who is my soulmate? You know, like for some of you, it's someone you know, and for some of you, it's someone you haven't met. And I've definitely felt that. I was getting that. So I don't know. I don't know of a way to, let's do this. Because I'm feeling sweet. Let's look, for those of you who it's someone you know, and for those of you it's someone you haven't met. Let me steal this deck again. You know what? I'm going to use a new deck. And I haven't taken the court cards out of this, so if they show up, we know what we're dealing with, don't we? All right. I want to look at people for whom this is someone they know, and people for whom this is someone they haven't met. Could be someone you know but haven't met. I mean, technically, we live in the internet, so, someone you've seen, or someone who's a friend of your friends you've seen around or whatever. But I still feel like for some it's someone you've had a non-intimate acquaintance with, and for some it's a brand new person. They're like a brand new person. Tame Impala. All right. For the people who will be connecting with someone they already know or know of, I'm going to say this is someone you've spoken to. Someone you know. For the ones who this is someone you know, we have, oh my goodness. Okay, Two of Cups. Temperance. Jeez. So for those of you that this is someone you know, I feel like you you did get the Two of Cups when I asked about subconscious influence, and I said that it would be, something that you feel is coming, just, you know what I mean? And I think that if this is someone you know, it's somebody that you've had an idea about. I don't think you've had a relationship before, but with the Temperance again, for that, when I said, how would you recognize it? And we got Temperance. This is someone whose energy is so healing to you, like, and you to them. It feels, you guys feel like a match. You feel like the same. And I get the sense that if you're in this part of this reading where it's someone you already know, you kind of know, like, when you have seen or met this person, you're like, you had like a I don't know. I can't assume that everybody's psychic. I just know that I've had these feelings. Like, you ever just meet somebody and you're like, oh, something's gonna happen between us at some point. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of just what I get. One more for someone you know. But how beautiful is Two of Cups and Temperance? How do they know this person? It's gonna vary, but let's see. Knight of Cups. Yeah, romantic interest. There's this, if I want to be more literal with this court card, this could be someone with water in their energy. And, we're not even talking about signs, because I'm fed up with that too, by the way. But water in their energy, and that they could be a poet, a musician, someone who's romantic, someone who is sweet, someone who is going to offer you what you want and need. If you have ever exchanged messages with this person, with the something you wrote, something you read, I do get the feeling with the Knight of Cups. I'll just say it like like, for example, Cancerian energy. I always think of Cancers as poets. And I'm not saying this is a Cancer, but I'm just saying, like, I always think of, like, poets. And I'm not saying, like, this is a person that is a poet. Could be. Let me know if that's the case. But I just get the sense that if and when you exchange or have exchanged messages, you're going to realize that this person is so sweet and thoughtful and considerate and healing. That is healing for you. That's not what this other person was to you, I believe. This person brought out a lot of anxiety, whereas this person is bringing healing. This person is bringing patience and just something new and unexplored and new. All right, that's beautiful. Someone you haven't met. For those here that this is someone you haven't met. You got a Two of Pentacles again, which is right here. This is someone that how beautiful is this? Those over here it's someone you know, you got a Two of Cups, and then there's someone you haven't met, you got a Two of Pentacles. Twos are fantastic for aligning, especially these two. This is emotional alignment. This is practical alignment. These are workable connections, So someone you haven't met that you're just gonna, like, you're a match. That's just the perfect word. It's a match, It's a good match. It's a match that works. It's a match that can build. For someone you haven't met, a new person, an absolutely brand spanking new person. What else can I get? Queen of Cups. Look, another sweetheart. So I'm already thinking that whether anybody who's watching this, whether, some of you it's someone you know and someone you haven't met, you're still getting these parallel beautiful energies. It's still coming across as what we've described thus far. So Queen of Cups, not terribly far off from Knight, like a Queen of Cups is that water, just sweet, nurturing, I care about you, compassionate, considerate energy. Same as Knight, the Knight is expressing that. So someone may begin to express that to you. The Queen of Cups, that's such sweet energy for you to encounter. And I feel like they may be someone who wants to help you with this Two of Pentacles, this Queen of Cups, like somebody who you meet who is brand new to you, who's just like really takes a genuine interest in supporting you. And one more for someone you haven't met, for those who haven't met this person. King of Swords. See, now you have two court cards. These court cards drive me insane, I'm telling you. King of Swords is the knowingness, so to me it's the knowingness, like I said with the Judgment, wherever that was. It's a real just like I want you feeling. Look up Erykah Badu, I want you. Like, it's just like I feel like there's gonna be a lot of desire and a lot of knowingness when you two do meet. It's just gonna feel like this is what I want. Like it just feels very obvious. I think I've said that already. Okay. Now, I feel like I'm just getting into rambling, but I hope this was fun for you. Entertainment, if you will. I hope this was entertaining for you, because that's what tarot is, right? I don't know. I don't obsess over any other kind of entertainment like I do tarot, but anyway. All right, so good for you. Good on ya. I feel like something beautiful is coming into your life. And even when we broke it down to, is this someone you know or is this someone you don't know, because I picked up both, it still was parallel beautiful. So I don't have any doubts that if you feel like this is you and you had those clues in the beginning, if that's where you are, if that felt familiar to you, you've been putting in the work, you've been, you know, you're at a pivotal new beginning, you're ready for a new story, a new chapter. If this is true, if there's someone from your past that you've decided to, you know, you've made the choice to let go, if all of that felt right, then the rest of it is yours too. It can be. All right, awesome. I would love to know when this happens. Bye. Hi to the second group. You have, I don't think I mentioned before, the Serpentfire deck. I also didn't mention, I don't know if you can hear it, I have some nice third eye chakra music going. I'll probably link that below. I linked it in the spiritual readings I did. It's a nice playlist of 30 minutes for each chakra. The visuals are beautiful, color, you know, kaleidoscopic stuff, and the sounds are very soothing, and I've been really enjoying using those. I like the third eye one when I'm reading tarot. I like the root or heart when I'm going to sleep. There's all kinds of stuff. I don't know if I'll follow the same format as group one, but the first thing I'm going to do here is try to look at your current energy with regard to new love, readiness, acceptance, desire, all that for new love. Where are you when it comes to wanting new love? Nine of Pentacles. That really matches over here. One more for this. Nine of Swords. Okay, there it is. Like I said, when over here with the wolf and the silver, there's like I said, a more cynical energy, and it's more the Nine of Pentacles is very independent and very you know, needs alone time and has maybe been spending time alone. And this Nine of Swords is a terrible feeling. It's like a, you know, sleeplessness and anxiety. And I think that for you, this is two nines talking to me about you kind of being like, if you're at a 9, you're like almost at a 10, like you're almost ready to embrace, you know, like you're just kind of, like I said, cynical. But there's definitely with the Nine of Swords and this independence here, like this sense of woundedness, you know, cynicism around, like, you know, kind of just feeling like you should just give up. But I think deep down, and the fact that you're even listening to this, like, you still want it. We all crave connection. We crave companionship. We're not you know, meant to live our lives completely isolated from others, and I relate to that feeling of wanting to, you know, I do. The hermit feeling, not a stranger to me, you know, at all. What was the next thing I asked? Geez, I can't remember. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go with what. Let me look at challenges here for you. You're unique. I don't have to do what I did for the other group. What are you feeling is a blockage or a challenge or fear? Ten of Pentacles. That's the having it all. That's the family, the home, the happiness, the abundance, the success. Like, you may be feeling like it's just not in the cards for you, so to speak. Like, you may be feeling like, you could even be feeling like you had it and you lost it. You know, you could be, but it just seems like the idea of perfect and the idea of everything, having it all, just feels so out of reach in a way. I feel more on challenging. Four of Pentacles, you're very guarded. Your walls are up. You're on the defense. Goes with everything I said here. You are cautiously optimistic, barely optimistic, but cautious, defensive, you know, holding your boundaries up and your walls and just kind of like you're not going to be quick to trust. What is in the recent past influencing you? Oof, Seven of Swords. You may have been deceived by someone. You may feel you deceived yourself by believing in something that didn't work out. Recent past, Seven of Swords. Ugh. Somebody just didn't do you right, you know? I get the sense of a little paranoia around this experience now. Like, it kind of like, I dare say, like, traumatize you a little. You may have been cheated on, lied to, or you thought so, you know, you suspect as much. At any rate, you weren't treated how you deserve to be or know you should be. And it's left a mark. Recent past. Talk to me. Let's get into subconscious. Let me do conscious influence now. Something that you're aware of that is influencing where you are in this process now. Something you are aware of. This is just more for you to know if this is you. Something you are aware of that is influencing you. Four of Cups. That you're coming from a place of not having a lot of faith, and that you're kind of like, I get the idea, I'll believe it when I see it kind of energy. There's not a lot of trust here. Something fucked with your trust, and what do I care? What do I care? I'm like 10 people watch my videos. Y'all can handle F-bombs, right? Somebody really messed up your trust, and at this point you're like, I don't know. Yeah, there's a real hands up thrown, you know, just kind of like, I believe it when I see it. And you're aware of this energy that is influencing you. You're aware that being let down and being disappointed is influencing where you are now. What are you unaware of? What is unconscious or subconscious? Show me subconscious influence on this energy now. Five of Swords. Well, it's subconscious, but I think you are aware of it, actually. This is, you know, the Five of Swords is conflict, and to me this speaks of a deep wounding that you are worried about pouring, you know, salt in. Like, it's really like, I don't want to go through that again. Like, this is supposed to be a subconscious level, but I think you're kind of aware of this. Is there anything else you are unaware of that is influencing all of this hesitation and concern? One more. A subconscious influence. Strength. So this this speaks to me about not giving up. Like I said here, you can't give up. Like, you're not giving up. You want to. Sometimes you may say you are. You may tell your friends you're done. Fuck love. I hate Valentine's Day. You know, any of that type of thing. Maybe, maybe not. But like, I think deeper down, since this subconscious card is kind of telling us something, I have a suspicion that you know how your experience has made you completely afraid to trust. I think there is still beneath it all this strength and this desire and this courage to get back up and try again. And I want to encourage that I felt in the beginning with this wolf and this silver. These are both don't give up energies. I promise you. I think the silver in the book, it even probably says something about that. Just being willing to work on it and continue to give to it. And wolf, you know, I'm a wildlife nerd and think you guys know that, but like, wolves are persistent as hell, but they have each other. You know, they work in you know, they take down something to eat, they do it together. It's collective. And I think you have this withdrawn independence. Like, there's this feeling here with this Nine of Pentacles out. I just felt the sense of you trying to be like the lone wolf. You trying to be like, I'm just going to be alone. You know, kind of mad about it, but kind of like putting on a brave front. It's a front because you do want, I put my music on. You do want, I think deep down, you do have a desire to muster the courage and and keep going and try again. So let's look at what you're gonna what's coming in. So interestingly, in group one, I asked about connection energy near you, and of course I picked up some past bullshit, but I can't help that. But I'll try to be a little more specific. Can we look at new love energy, new healthy love energy, near, emerging, surrounding, in the vicinity. Three of Swords. God damn it. Why Three of Swords? Let's just get this out of the way. Ace of Wands. Oh. Beware. See, it happened again. It happened again. You cannot get into people's energy without getting these like leeches. Somebody who's this Three of Swords energy is vile, and you know, somebody who has possibly hurt you, betrayed you, someone who has caused you to suffer a feeling of pain. Ace of Wands, they may want to try again. They may hit you up. They may just want, you know, sex or whatever. I cannot believe that just came out after I just told you this is what happened and how I can't help it. My only warning is that, you know, people, I've learned in my life, people do come back, and they come back for things they, you know, got away with before. But what they don't understand is you're not the same anymore. You're growing and changing, and you're over that. You're not going to do that. I get the feeling here, there may be a part of you that even though this person has caused you a lot of grief, I get the feeling there's a part, maybe not all of you, but I do get a feeling there is a feeling here of wanting to kind of like get the upper hand and kind of get payback and kind of be like, yeah, all right, let's hook up. And then just be like, yeah, that, you know, like one more time kind of vibe to like prove it's not all that, or just to kind of feel like you said okay, and then you're officially done. Like this weird closure thing with an Ace of Wands is about, I don't know, this is all coming from somewhere, but can I have one more card about what I'm talking about here with this? I know this is past energy. I know it. Yep. Six of Cups. It's practically synonymous with past energy. Let that, bury that, RIP that, you know what I mean? Here's an idea that I just thought of. I've never done it, but it feels appropriate. I don't know where it just came from, but I just imagined, you know, when someone's cremated and then you go like spread the ashes or whatever they call it. It's like a peaceful, graceful send-off. And I kind of feel like you can rise above this pain of the past and let it go by something as simple as writing a letter to this person on paper, if you have some. Sorry. I'm a bitch. You know, write a letter to this person, burn it, and then just throw the ashes in the wind and be like, goodbye, I'm done with you. Like you almost get I just had a sort of a nudge that something ritualistic would be good for you to kind of like move this energy out and away from you, because I feel like it's still around you. The hauntingness of what happened, and possibly the person itself who would be willing to rear its ugly head again. You know, like I think it would be good for you, like I said, ritualistically, if nothing more, to get this energy out and make space for new energy. That's the feeling that I'm getting. And when I said vile, I felt this energy, this person who did this and this to you and put you here. I get it. Put you in like this conflict and this guardedness. Yeah, you're done with that. Please don't do that again. I mean, you can do what you want. If I was your friend, I would be like, you better not. All right. Okay. Have we gotten that out of the way? Can I please have... I want to see new. I want to see new. I want to see new love, good love. All right. Judgment. The moon. Look at these majors. Gotta love them. One more for this new love energy coming in. That one, this was a pounder in my eardrum, by the way. I don't know if you've seen me before, but I feel for hits in my body when I need to get a card, and like a lot of times it's in my eardrum for some damn reason. It's like not fun. But here you go. This is crazy. You have 3 majors for new love coming in. And mind you, on the bottom, Ace of Cups. New love coming in. I'm not done with those cards, but it's significant. Wow. This will be revealed to you. Judgment and the moon and the high priestess. Oh my goodness. High priestess and moon have that similar, like, secretive, hidden vibe. Like things to be illuminated, things to be shown to you in these crazy, like, you know, like visions. I get visions with high priestess. I get awakening with judgment. I get awareness and awakening and clarification, and then with you know, revelation. And then with moon, you know, moon is often about confusion, but it's also illumination. Like when the moon is full, it's like everything is out in the open. Everything is shining. The light is like full on. Last night, so we just came out of a full moon, and so it's still relatively hefty. And I walked in my room, and there was a little, just this big, like a little spot of light on my floor, on my black rug. And I thought it was like a piece of paper or something, a tissue. It was white. And so I put my foot on it and the white was on my foot instead of under it. So I knew it was the moon. I looked out my window and sure enough, the moon was shining in. And why am I telling you that? It doesn't matter. When the moon is full, when the moon wants to show, it does. And there's little, you know, have you ever had to like close a curtain because the moon was so bright? That's the feeling that I get. That's the feeling that I get here. This is a wild set for new love coming in for you. To be majors means it's significant. It means it's spiritually guided, if you're down. These 3 together, wow. Oh, moon again, silver, wolf. I'm telling you, you may, like I said when I brought that up in the intro with these 2, you may have this nagging, underlying little feeling, you know, that something is coming. I mean, that's what the Ace of Cups is. It is new love. It is passion. It is a beginning. I am feeling intuitively that this is a brand new person. That this is not someone you've known before. And watch cards show up to tell me otherwise, because that's what that happens, because it is collective. And sometimes you're going to have those who have actually already crossed paths with a person, or even sometimes even been with. But this feels new to me. I mean, certainly clarity and illumination on deep feelings you had with someone you've already known is I could read it like that. But my intuitive feeling is something powerful and new. It's almost like if you had met this person before, if you had, you would have known. Like High Priestess known, Moon known, Judgment known, you know? Like, this is a knowing ass energy. Talk to me more. Let's get more about this new love energy. Hanged Man. More. You may have to wait a little bit longer. Six of Wands, but it'll be worth the wait. This is someone you can depend on. This is someone who's worth it. This is someone worth the wait. Six of Wands. Someone you respect, someone you I'm gonna go ahead and say, like, it is possible. I feel it could be someone you know of, because they are somebody who, this is for somebody. They are someone who is known for what they do. They are someone who is kind of esteemed and admired for what they do. They're on their game. And this, so you may in this way know of this person. You may not know them personally, you may, but like it feels like I just heard like out of my league. Like you may have previously thought someone like this was out of your league, but you are wrong. But anyway, the Hanged Man is telling me that you may have to wait a little longer, because I think that you have to release this to make that space. And I don't think you have fully released all this pain. It showed up, as I said, it showed up in everything we read up here and everything even in the intro that I talked about. This sort of cynicism and this like, yeah, like you're not 100% sure that it exists. You want it to with that strength. You deep down, like you still hope, but you've been kind of putting on this like, yeah, right, you know? And I think you have to clear that energy out. I think that this person from the past who did you dirty has to be released fully from your energy. And I think there needs to be enough space for a seed of hope. And I don't think you like I think that seed of hope is still deep down inside of you, and it's going to take a while to break through the surface, and you need to get some of this other shit out of the way so that it can emerge. The Star. What a major. And there's that Strength card, which was in your subconscious, that seed that I'm talking about. Yeah, don't give up hope. This is don't give up. This is, it is, and for the Star to be over the Six of Wands too, this is somebody who's, like I said, like so worth the wait. It's in your destiny, I believe, to come together with this person. And we all have our own like lessons to learn. But once you release what you've been through and the energy that tries to stay attached to you, like once you get rid of that and really like, you know, like make the ground ready for this seed of hope to burst through, and like this whole like this is amazing. I'm just kind of blown away. Judgment Moon High Priestess, like such a vibe. What a power. I feel like you're really powerful. And I feel like your energy has been, what is the word? Dampened? Is that the word? Like muted? Soiled in a sense. Muted. Your energy, your beautiful, expansive, intense, powerful energy has been it's got some gray around it, and it's this stuff, and you gotta clear that out. You gotta clear that out, and you will. I'm just telling you, because this is waiting, and you need to renew that hope and just get to work on this, because it's there for you. It is. I have no doubt when I see what I'm seeing here, when I feel it's just this bursting energy, like it's ready to burst, and you're just holding it so tight, and you haven't let it. But you know what? Don't let it. Just keep it chill for a second, and clean up all this mess. Honestly, if you don't want to do what I mentioned, do something that feels right to you to release that energy. Get it away from you. I have in my community tab, I posted about a cord cutting meditation. You could do that. You could do, like, I'm going to link this chakra healing video playlist that I have. I have it playing right this minute. You can go through there, and I'd go through all of them several times every day, whatever. Just put it on in the background. Put it on while you're sleeping. Consciously decide that you are strong enough, and you are courageous, and you're not going to give up, and that there is hope, and you do deserve better, and you will be getting better. Believe it. I said you had that I'll believe it when I see it energy. I think you need to believe it to see it. Do you understand? You cannot just expect, this sounds harsh, you cannot just expect something amazing and powerful and aligned with you to come into your world when you're kind of like not in your best light, your own, because I feel this darkness here. Justice. I was asking about what I'm talking about right now. And then, yeah, you have to come into balance and come into the truth of the matter. The amount of majors is insane. All just bunched up right here. Okay. I'm going to get my psychic clue cards, but first I'll just ask another question about recognizing this person, knowing who it is. Oh my God. Emperor. It's just another major, no big deal. You're just like, jeez. Recognizing this person. 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is the vision for the future and the planning and the manifestation. And remember I said you've got that feeling like, yeah, love, I'll believe it when I see it. And then I said, nope, you need to see it, believe it to see it. You have to believe it first for it to come. This is an echo of that. And as far as this person goes, in Emperor energy, this is like another powerhouse. This Emperor, very much the 6 of Wands, when I asked about this energy of this person, you'll know because they're very just like appealing to you. They've got command. You look at them, you're like, all right, wow, And then this 3 of Wands, this is somebody who really has a vision for the future, is really working on a fantastic life. And you know, up here you had the 10 of Pentacles, where this other person was on the same page as you, didn't want the same things. And this 10 of Pentacles is, you know, is what you want your life to look like. You know, your home, your family, your love, your job, your success, your abundance, your creations, like everything that you want to manifest in this practical earthly realm. This person is about it. Like, this person is an emperor. This person is a 6 of Wands. This person has a 3 of Wands magic. You guys together, this is truth. This is balance. This is like karmic in a good way. I know people are throwing that around, and I don't even like, don't even get me started. I'm not even a fan of like a lot of ideas of karma, but it's very there's a destined vibe here, just because I feel like the message just keeps repeating itself about this energy and this person and what you deserve and what you need to do to get it. And I think that you know, they say justice will prevail. I think it's inevitable that you come into groove with this person, but like Heyman said, it's gonna take a minute because you got some shit to do. This person is working on their stuff. They're good. They're gonna be there, coming into this, you know, into step with someone. It's funny. You can be just out of step your whole lives with someone that you're like destined to be sort of connected to. But I feel like if you do what you can on your side and you don't give up hope and you believe that this is real, there it is. Look at these two with the way they're sitting. And mind you, the other cards don't have these images. This this emperor is sitting here, legs crossed, hands on knees, very meditative. This 3 of Wands, she's sitting here, legs crossed, palms up, you know. I think you are going to come into alignment with this person. And I was asking about this person's energy, but when I see what I see here, and I mean the vibe is whatever. The Emperor could be you or them or anybody. The 3 of Wands, even though there's a woman on this card, could be you or them or anybody. But what I see is a mirror. You know, what I see is you're in your zone, they're in their zone. You're like matching and mirroring each other. And this person's really doing their thing, really doing well at it, really revered in a way. And you are, you need to get past this other crap that was sort of affecting you. And I have the 9 of Wands on the bottom, which is, once again, do not give up energy. Literally, 9 of Wands, do not give up. The Star, keep hoping, you know. And I said it here with the silver, keep working, keep hoping, do not give up. That I said it in the intro. That is the vibe for you. I think you wanted to, but you shouldn't, because you have great things ahead, just because everything hasn't been necessarily great in the past or recently. Let me get my clue cards. If you've seen these before, the way I've intended for them to work is sometimes they trigger a psychic hit for you, and sometimes they do for me. Maybe both, maybe neither. It is what it is. Let me get some clues about this new love, finding it, knowing it, getting it, being in it. something you read. I have gotten the sense that this is someone, this could be for someone that you have known of because of what they do, and therefore, like maybe on social media or something, you have learned things about them, you know. Oh, August, that's so weird. I think August came out in the last one. Yes. This is a yes. This is happening. This will happen. Curiosity showing up. Yeah, you may be curious about this person. I feel like you know who you may not know who it is right this minute, but like I think it's someone that you know of their existence. I don't know that, like I said, I feel like I got the feeling that you think they're out of your league. Or maybe I also just got the feeling that maybe you are curious about their status, their relationship status. But all that said, I want to encourage you to do this other work in releasing that shitty energy first, so that you can make room and purify the ground for the new seed, okay? Safe, yeah. Like make I think this person is going to be uninvolved, unattached, single. But also, yeah, you gotta get the ground ready, get the soil ready to plant the seed. You've got some like prep work to do. Your energy deserves that. Spring. It's funny because spring was like the card on the last one. But spring talking about, you know, I was just talking about planting the seeds. Spring is when they come up, you know. And then you did have that Hanged Man, where we're talking about being, you know, waiting for things to be ready, getting yourself ready, getting laying the groundwork, getting your energy field a little cleaned up from this mess. I just missed one. Well, maybe it'll come back out. I'll never know. Work. Do what you... This is what I get. Do what you do. Like, whatever it is you do, it doesn't have to be work for money, but, like, whatever it is you do, focus on it and put your best effort in, and do the work on this cleaning this ground, like that I was talking about, cleaning up your energy field for something beautiful to exist there. You wouldn't want to put a beautiful connection in the start of a beautiful connection. You wouldn't want to enter that with pessimism, negative feelings, doubts, cynicism that I felt like you currently are having. More clues about this new love. Hold on. These are like... I got 2 stacks because they're thick. Love. Excitement. Be excited about it. You have every reason to. I think you're entering a new stage in life. You had all these majors around this. Music. One or both of you may be involved in music. There's definitely a little bit of a creative vibe going on here. Someone you haven't met. Yeah, I feel like this is like from afar. Like I feel like it's someone you know of but don't know. But that's not necessarily going to be everyone. But I did get a feeling that this is for some like someone who you kind of know because of what they do. Maybe it's music. What you want. I want to say what you really want because you're stifling that based on the stuff that needs to get out. Something you wrote. Both of these came out in the last one too. Something you wrote, something you read. You know, that's for you. That could be anything. It could be music you wrote. It could be a message you wrote. It could be, so if you write like something that you wrote. When I see these two together, it makes me think of messaging. Just a couple more on this new love. Heartbreak. I think you need to release the heartbreak. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. I don't know how else to emphasize that. I think I've been emphasizing it the whole time. It will not come with that Hanged Man. It cannot come into an unhealthy you, And I'm not saying you have to be completely healed and perfect to receive love. I just mean like there's some stuff you have to shed in your attitude, your outlook, but really energetically. And this other person who showed up, I think that's why I think when I asked about energy, the first thing I got after talking about it being how the past always shows up, I really feel somebody did a number on you with this Seven of Swords. Somebody did you dirty, like I said, and this has to go. You have to let it go. Don't let that person determine what you can have and what you're worthy of. They've already done enough damage. May you grow. After winter must come spring. Good times ahead. I just want you to remember this Star card, and this Nine of Wands. Don't give up. Keep up the hope. Good times are ahead. It's for certain. If this felt like your story, the parts that were, present and past, then, believe in what all I talked about and showed you coming. That's what I have for you. Yay. Let me know if you have anything to say about that. Thanks so much.